Hello everybody and welcome to my video today. I'm here to do another video with my good friend Pip from the UK. I'm excited to share this. Unfortunately, I'm feeling a little under the weather. It started out as allergies that were really bad and now I'm just congested and my throat is hurting. And so we're gonna make this a quick video. And I want to show you this set of paper. Pip and I have been doing what we have been calling our suite of possibilities, where we were taking an entire suite of product. So Stampin' Up! Does this really great job of putting together several items into a suite, and you can purchase all of the items. There's usually a collection number and you can purchase all of these and then you can make great projects with it. And one of the things that we talked about when we first started doing this is when we go to Stampin' Up! Events, that's how they present product. So they will have somebody, a demonstrator, and they will get all of the products in that suite and then they make a whole bunch of things. And I always love seeing that because it showcases so many of the items and you can really see some projects that you can make. So the problem is that sometimes, a lot of the time, unfortunately on my end, I don't have all of the things. Like even for this project here, I don't have the stamp set because it's not my thing. I don't ride motorcycles. My husband doesn't ride motorcycles. I don't know anybody who rides motorcycles. Like, it's just not a stamp set that I want. And quite honestly, like, here's just an honest moment for demonstrators who are doing this as a business. We often feel like we have to buy all of the things. And as you guys have seen when I do my retired sell, there are so many things so many stamp sets that I have that never even get opened because I don't have the time. Like, I just cannot buy everything in this catalog, share it in a 4-month period, and move on to the next catalog. And so Pip and I have talked about this, and one of the things that we want to adjust in the way we're sharing, because we love getting together every month and sharing projects, and the idea is that you watch my video or you see my blog post and then you pop over to Pip's video or her blog post and you see what she's created. And we love coming together and doing this, but at the same time we're just recognizing that doing an entire suite of product and putting that pressure on each other to, like, not on each other, but you know, within this project to buy all of the things and have all of the things and to do, like, it's just not working. So what we want to do is instead we're just going to adjust our time together to a theme. And we like to pick a set of products because that does work, but instead of feeling like we need to have all the things in case we don't like, you know, like maybe I don't like the stamp set and she loves the stamp set, or maybe she doesn't like the paper but I love the paper. So instead of feeling like we have to use all of the things, we're gonna pick a theme and then we're gonna pick some product, and whatever we use, we use. So we hope that that will work out better for you as you're watching and viewing our videos. This month we're gonna go with a masculine card. That's gonna be our theme. I'm just using the paper because, like I said, I don't have this stamp set. I didn't want it. So I don't have the stamp set. What I did do is I pulled out a happy birthday stamp from my collection of stamps. I feel like I can always find a good sentiment. So I thought I would use that. And then I'm gonna use this paper. And what I wanna do is really challenge myself to showcase this paper. It's really, really beautiful. And I apologize for my voice and my nose. I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm not sniffling or sneezing or coughing in the video, but if one slips by, I apologize. So here's this beautiful paper. It has this beautiful coating on it, and so it's like shiny, and then it has the black and the gray, and then you flip it over, and then it has some beautiful colors. So there's these, I might maybe fussy cut one of these, what are these called? I can't even think. Motorcycles. I might cut one of those out. I definitely think maybe I want to use, like, make a card with one of these. And then I love this. This is so super cute. You could color that even if you wanted. That'd be awesome. And then, so those are those. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna dive in. I'm gonna fast forward you as I decide what I'm gonna do. You're gonna see the process of me picking out what I wanna do. And I'm just gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna pick out a few designs that I like. I'm gonna pick out some cardstock to go with it, and then we're gonna see what we can make. All right, let's dive right in. I'm just gonna pick out a few of the pages that I want to use, a few of the patterns. I'm definitely going to cut some of those squares out. So that's what I have. I want to make 2 different cards. I'm going to start with a piece of basic black cardstock for my base. And I mess up cutting it. You're going to see that in just a minute. But I want to fussy cut one of those motorcycles out. And then I also want to fussy cut a couple of these rose clusters out. I sped this up so it's twice as fast as I was really going. So fussy cutting isn't necessarily that fast, but it didn't take long to do it. So right here, I'm like, something does not look right. And sure enough, I'm like, what was my cardstock wrong, or what was the deal? I just cut it wrong. I just measured it wrong and cut it wrong. So I cut that second piece, and then you'll see what I do with that other piece, because I'm still going to use the other piece for the second card. So I have a basic black card base. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's just a standard A2 size card. And this first one, I'm going to do the motorcycle. And I'm not being particularly careful. It's a pretty rough fussy cut of this. Again, I don't mind fussy cutting, and I never expect it to be perfect when I'm fussy cutting something, but that's just personal preference. And then I also fussy cut the roses out. I'm gonna end up cutting a second rose out. I kind of I set the motorcycle aside because I'm going to work on that card second, and I'm going to work on this one first. So I will need another rose piece. At first, I thought I would use this checkered piece because I really love this checkered background, but I felt like it looked funny with the rose that I was going to do, like the card design I wanted. So I just switched to this design here. It works much better. I like it much better. I'm going to grab my Wink Stella, and I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on the rose portions of this card just to add a little pizzazz. And then I'm just seeing, I keep like jumping back and forth between both cards, and I'm sort of trying to see like, what do I want to use that motorcycle for? What design? So I apologize, I'm kind of all over the place. I really wanted to get everything cut first and then put together both of the cards at the same time. So I'm sort of batching my process where I'm picking all my pieces first and figuring that out, and then I put the cards together at the same time. So I want to make the card all of the designer paper. So I want my card base to be the entire designer paper. So I cut the designer paper so that it is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, and then that piece that I messed up cutting, I'm gonna cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and then the white piece I'm gonna do 3 3/4 by 5, and I'm gonna add that inside of my card for 2 reasons. The first reason is to give it some stability, because when you use designer paper for your card base, it's gonna be a little bit more flimsy. So you need to add some items so that it will be a little bit more sturdy. And then also I'm gonna need a place to write my sentiments in there. So I'm going to add that to the inside of the card. And then the outside of the card, I am just shopping around a couple die cuts that I have. I have a whole container of die cuts. These, that die cut that I'm using right now is retired. I'm just trying to get through all the ones I've already die cut. So you can use anything, rectangles. You could use the stylish shaped dies. There's lots of dies we all have on hand that you can use. So now we're jumping back to the first card. I added foam to this piece. That's just a 1/4 inch taken off that designer paper. So it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then this is where I'm going to fussy cut another one of those roses out. I'm not going to make you watch me do that, but this is how I ended up using them. I attached them each to the corner, and then I flipped my card over and I cut all the extra pieces from behind. So now I have my roses on top of that design. I think it looks really pretty. And we're just going to layer this orange piece right on top. Now I had a huge issue with my adhesive, so I had to stop the camera and figure it out. I also lost that stamp, so I had to find it. It was actually on the back of my phone. It had like clung to the back of my phone and was there. I go ahead and I stamp my happy birthday, but I smear it. See this adhesive? I had such a problem with this. I don't think I'm going to buy this adhesive from Stampin' Up! Anymore. It never works for me. It just is such a mess all the time. So as soon as I get through my supply, I just don't think I'm going to use that adhesive from Stampin' Up! Anymore. I think I will use liquid glue or my ATG gun. So here is the that was the first card. So then now the second card, I'm going to attach this to the inside. And again, I'm doing that to add stability to this card because I'm just using designer paper. So we're going to go ahead and attach that. It gives me a great place to write my sentiment or my message to the person I give it to. And then you can see I'm just using my ATG gun. I like to start when I'm doing a layer like this off of my card, and I use my grid mat so that I can line everything up. It just works better for me. And then I'll start layering the items. We're going to stamp happy birthday on the die cut. Again, just use whatever die cut you have on hand. Like I said, I'm just trying to get through the die cuts in my basket. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp happy birthday and layer the motorcycle. So as soon as you're done checking this video out, make sure you pop over to Pip's video and check out the cards that she created, the projects that she created. And next month we will be back. We hope that you enjoy us switching this up, and instead of doing a suite of product, we'll be doing themes. This month's theme was masculine cards, so we hope you enjoy that. On the screen coming up here in just a second, you're going to see 2 other videos that I've done. You can check those out. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe and hit that like button. And I will be back later this week with some memory keeping projects, as well as hopefully another card making project. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in my next video.